Hey everybody, so I've been feeling some of the effects from being on a higher dosage of hormones. I started about 2 weeks ago on 4 times the estrogen, so 4 milligrams of estrase, and twice the anti-androgen, so 200 milligrams of spironolactone. And I've definitely started to notice some differences now. I've been having like this last week, I've been having sort of mood swings fairly often. I'll just be like, I'll be perfectly happy, then all of a sudden someone will do something or someone will say something and it'll just kind of set me off and I'll get kind of like really bitchy for a while, and I won't really realize it's the hormones until later. It's like an example, like last night I went to a restaurant with some of my friends and we were gonna sit at the bar, and I don't really like sitting at the bar when you have more than 2 people because you can't talk to everyone, and so we ended up having 5 people in our group, and I got stuck sitting on the end, and I just I felt like I didn't have anyone to talk to because like the other 2 couples, they're not couples, but they were kind of just talking to each other, the other 4 people, and I just felt like kind of cut off, and then I got like super bitchy about like who was sitting where and stuff, and I realized after like a few minutes that it was like the hormones that were making me like super like concerned about the seating arrangement. But my friends are totally cool with it. They know that I'm going through a bunch of hormone stuff, so so it was good. Another time that I was feeling kind of like sensitive all night. Like last night after we went to a restaurant, we went to a club, and I was having a hard time getting into the music when I was there. Like in one of my earlier videos I said how this was like soon after I started on my first dose of hormones. I was saying how like I went to a club and I felt like all weird and stuff, and girls were like asking me to dance, but I just felt like I couldn't get into the music. And I felt like this again this time. I just like I just couldn't get into the music, and I couldn't get into it enough to like really enjoy dancing for the most part. But at one point I was dancing in this cage, and like there's a cage on the dance floor and I was just in it dancing, and I was having a good time in there. I think one of the main reasons because I sort of had like my own space where no one else was like bumping into me and stuff, so I was having a good time. And then one of my friends let this like random drunk girl into the cage with me, and I didn't want to dance with anybody, and she came in and she just like basically took over the cage and like didn't even like look at me, and I was just sitting there, and I was just standing there, and I started to feel like I started to have like a panic attack, and I was like just holding on to the sides of the cage, and I was like starting to breathe really hard and heavy, like sort of like hyperventilating, and then I just said to the girl like I'm like I need to get out of the cage right now, and then like as soon as the cage opened I just like ran out basically, like right outside, and was just like sitting in the smoking area, just like I just like got so overwhelmed, and I just couldn't, like I got like extremely claustrophobic in the cage like with somebody else, and I didn't really like it. But I was like, I think it was the hormones that definitely contributed to it, because they've been making me like really sensitive to stuff recently. But I was totally expecting to have mood swings, like I had sort of this kind of thing when I first started on hormones, and actually when I first started on hormones I got like super depressed for a few days. Like after I was on them for like 2 weeks, I just got like super upset about stuff and would like cry for a long time and everything. But I haven't had things like that this time. At this time I'm just like my emotions will just like, something will just set me off and I'll just be like and like super agitated, or like sometimes I get just a little bit depressed, but not like super depressed enough to be like crying for like hours or anything. But then it doesn't really last that long, and then I kind of go back to being in a good mood after not very long, so it's not really that bad. So I tried epilating my legs recently. If you don't know what epilating is, it's basically like electric tweezers. This is my little epilator thing. As you can see, it's sort of like an electric razor, but instead of cutting the hair, it just like pulls the hair out. So it has sort of like a similar effect to waxing, but you can just do it yourself, and like just like when you're watching TV, you just like go up and down your legs with it. It hurts a lot though. It just like, it doesn't hurt that much on your lower legs, but on like your inner thighs, it really, really, really hurts. And it doesn't actually get all the hair, but it gets like a lot of it. It gets probably like 60 to 70% of it. And that's pretty good, because then if you do that and then you shave it and then you do it again with like the remaining hairs that weren't plucked out before, then you'll get all those, and then your legs should be pretty smooth for a long time. So that's what I'm gonna do. And because I'm like so sick of like having to shave so much all the time, and I think doing this will help me have smoother legs for longer. It's kind of scary. I don't know if you can really see the top of it. Let's see. There we go. So just like swings around super fast. It has this like light built in on it, so you can see all the hairs. So that's kind of cool. So there's this email sent out at work recently about this positive space workshop that's going to be happening soon, and it's just like for members of the LGBT community and like accepting them in the workplace. And so this email came out, and like this guy that I work with in my office saw it, and it had this huge long acronym. It wasn't LGBT. It was like it was the super long one with like the Q's and stuff in it. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but this guy in my office was like saw it, and he's like, "Wow, that's a really long acronym." And then he's like, "I've never met any transgender people. Have you?" And I'm like, yeah, I've met a couple." And he's like, "Oh, really?" And like he started asking me like a bunch of questions about it and stuff. And he says that he's like seen them before, but he's like never like talked to one. And so I told him that I just had a friend that like one of my friends was transgender. And yeah, so I was basically just like talking about myself, but I was like, my heart started beating really fast because I was kind of nervous that I was gonna like give myself away. But like he didn't seem to notice that like I kind of knew the answer to like all the questions that he was asking like right away. But I guess he just assumed that I had asked my friend about all of these things. So yeah, so he just asked a bunch of questions like whether the hormones are covered and whether like the surgeries are covered by Canada Healthcare, and which the hormones are covered under prescription, and I don't think breast surgery is counted, but I'm pretty sure bottom surgery is covered. At least that's what I think. And he was asking about like the voice and like how their voice changes, and like if they go on hormones does their voice change, and I'm like, no, they have to just learn how to do the voice, and just like they just need to learn how to do it. And he's like, so it's not their real voice? And I'm like, well, they just learn how to do like a different voice. And he's like, okay. And yeah, so we just asked a few other questions and stuff, and like he wasn't like, he just didn't know anything about it, and he wasn't rude or anything. He was just like asking questions. So I think he'll be perfectly okay, because like I sit in the same office with him, so I think he'll be totally okay with it. He's just like, it'll be a surprise for him because he just thinks I'm like a regular guy. Oh yeah, I saw this awesome movie on YouTube the other day. It's called She's a Boy I Knew, and it's basically just about this trans woman who, it's just like her transition story, and they like interview her parents and her wife and like her friends and stuff, and they like talk about how they're all feeling like throughout her transition and stuff, and they just like, it's a really good documentary about a transition, and it has kind of like a humorous component to it, so it's pretty good. I'll put the link in the description. Oh yeah, so I wanted to just show some of my outfits that I have, since I got some for Christmas and everything. Some people were asking to see them, so okay, I'll just go to my room where there's a mirror. Yeah. Oh yeah, my bed's super messy. Okay. So this is what I'm wearing right now. I just remember I totally forgot to paint my nails. I'm like, every time I film all these videos, I mean to paint my nails, but I forget. And so yeah, this is my outfit what I'm wearing right now. Sorry, I don't have anything to hold my camera on, so I'm just gonna have to do it like this. Yep, so that's that's one of my outfits. Let me put another one on. Here's another one of my outfits. This one I was wearing in my last video. Couldn't really see it before though. It's kind of cool. I like the necklace I have with it. It's like rad. And yeah, so there's one other outfit. Yeah, so this is it with a jacket, and I have no idea what to say when I'm doing this, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. Yeah, so there it is. Sorry my camera work is like retarded today. So this is another one of my outfits. It's just like black leggings and this like black and blue striped shirt. I think it looks pretty good. It's pretty tight, so like it gives me kind of like a nice figure, and yeah. Okay, I'll put another outfit on. Okay. So this is one of the dresses I got for Christmas. It's pretty nice. It's just like this little polka dot dress, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's this like cute little belt right here, and looks pretty cute, I think, and I haven't actually worn it out yet before. This is actually the first time I've actually like fully tried it on, like wearing makeup and everything. Yeah, so this is it. I think it's pretty cute. It's sort of like 50s style. I don't know. It's kind of like something you might see a teacher wear or something. Okay. So this is one more of my outfits. I got the skirt for Christmas, and it's like this nice, like tight little skirt, and it's really nice. I always wanted a skirt like this. And I have this top, and the top is pretty nice. It's made out of this like really smooth material, and I guess, well, you guys can't feel it from there, but it feels really good. And yeah, so that's it. Okay. So those are all my outfits. I hope you like them. That's pretty much it for me today then, so I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.